graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well. We go on for every Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, folks. What a series. What a sweep. What a sweep by the Phillies last night. I'm still riding on that high. Feeling pretty happy after that win. But still not fully there yet. I'm not fully bought back in. I will tell you this, though. Okay? This team that they're playing, the Cleveland Guardians, they are a very good baseball team. They have the same record as the Phillies. They've been playing pretty good baseball. And I will say this, okay, this is not an exam for the Phillies in my book. They had 2 exams so far. The one exam was against the Dodgers. They passed that with flying colors. The other exam that they had was against the Mets, and they failed that with flying colors. I'll tell you that this is a quiz, though. And I give them credit for the baseball that they have played over these last 2 weeks. It is now molded into something that shows me that they are hot. Okay, like you can't, at this point, they are hot. If they take 2 out of 3 against this Guardians team, that would be awesome. That would be very great. And I think that we can have this conversation of, am I bought back in? And I think that that's the question that I want to ask you guys. Are you bought back in to the Philadelphia Phillies? Are you ready to sell your soul and say that this is the team in baseball? This team is going to win it all. Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Is my question for you. I'm not. I'm not there yet. I'm happy with what they're doing, and I'm trying to enjoy this because I wouldn't like that. I would not like that. If I was going into this saying, yeah, they're playing great baseball, but they're not a World Series team. Honestly, I don't like that approach. I'm trying to enjoy this, but also keep it in perspective as well. All right, here we go. We're ready to get things started. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Are you bought back in to the Philadelphia Phillies, and do you think that this team is the team to beat in baseball? Is my question for you. They're taking steps. They're taking steps for me. But I still need more. Still need more. All right. Here comes the starting lineup tonight for the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies starting lineup will look like this. It'll be Bryson Stott batting in the leadoff spot. Trey Turner hitting second. Bryce Harper third. Kyle Schwarber batting in the cleanup spot. And it's Nick Castellanos batting fifth. Sixth will be Max Kepler. Seventh is Alec Bohm. Eighth is Johan Rojas. And ninth is Rafael Marchand. No JT tonight. And, again, Rojas playing out in center for Brandon Marsh. But, yes, are you buying back in to the Phillies is the question that I have for you. I don't know. The Guardians are 22-15 offensively. They're at 20th, and pitching they're at 24th. Well, they have a couple of really good players. One of them, his name is Stephen Kwan, who's batting over 330 this year and has been great. He's a hitting machine. They also have Manzardo, who has 8 homers and 21 RBI, and of course Jose Ramirez. So they've also been getting production from Arias at shortstop. He's batting 287 for them. So they have some nice pieces, and their bullpen still continues to be very good in baseball. Here comes Bryson Stott to the plate, and the first pitch that he takes is actually outside, for ball 1, and we're underway. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. Let me know what your final score predictions are down below. And the 1-0 from Gavin Williams, who's pitching, throws it up high for ball 2. Stott hitting 277. He had a big 3-run homer in last night's game. 2-0. That's in there for a strike. That came in the 8th inning. Phillies were down 5-1, and that one swing put them down by 1. That's what really started the rally. 2-1. That curveball probably won't even show up on pitch tracks on ESPN. That was way off. Also, it had a very high arc to it. I'm not there yet either, but it's promising. It's looking better. I agree. 3-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. They also did show heart last night. I will say that too. They did show heart. Larry says I'm not buying the Guardians. This is a quiz for me. If they can take 2 out of 3 against Cleveland, I'd be very happy with that. There's the 3-2 pitch, and that's outside and high for ball 4. All right, so they will have Stott over at first. The Guardians have actually won all 3 of their last series. Now, they have played the Twins, the Blue Jays, and the Nationals. But over their last 9 games, they are 7-2. They also beat the Yankees, won a series against them. The pitch. That's inside to Trey Turner. They are tied with the Royals in the AL Central for second place. And both teams are 2.5 behind Detroit. Royals have won 6 in a row. The Twins have actually won 5 in a row, but they're 7 games behind Detroit. The Guardians have won 2 in a row, and the Tigers have won 4 in a row. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Stott leads off at first. Williams comes set, and the pitch is thrown on the outside corner. Naylor gets up, thought about throwing back over to first, and decided not to. How's everybody doing tonight, man? How's everybody doing? 2-1 pitch outside for ball 3. Gavin, in his last outing, went 4 innings, allowed 7 hits, 5 walks. He does allow walks. He also had 9 strikeouts. Command has been his issue. 3-1, high bouncer, hit back over towards the mound. And the third baseman bare hands it. That's Jose Ramirez, but he won't even have a throw over to first. And he chews it up. That thing went over the head of Williams. And Jose Ramirez came running on in. And he just bare hand caught it. Was ready to throw it over to first. Didn't have a play there. Tried to look over at second and was like, yep, I got to keep it. So the Phillies have something cooking already. And they have 2 runners on base. And Bryce Harper is coming up. The table is set already for Bryce. Stott's at second. Turner's at first. The first pitch, it bounces in the dirt. for ball one, and Naylor got up, went over to the baseball, didn't bounce too far away for Stott or Turner to advance. Let's go! Charge! A walk and an infield single to start off the game for Philadelphia. Williams stares back at second, now back to home plate, and the 1-0 pitch was a fastball right down the middle, and Harper was late on it. It's a 97. Get to the defensive lineups in just a little bit, but a lot of action so far. Here's the 1-1 to Harper, late on the fastball again. That time it's at 98. Still down the middle. Daniel Schneemann is over at second for Cleveland. Carlos Santana, who's now 39 years old, former Philly, at first. Jose Ramirez at third, and Gabriel Arias at short. On ball, 2 strikes. Williams looks back at second, and now back to home plate, and there's the 1-2, and Harper fouls it off. Owen Jones in the outfield, playing out in right field. Angel Martinez is in center, and of course Stephen Kwan, the hitting machine, is the left fielder. Catching is Bo Naylor, and on the mound it's Gavin Williams. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper, and here's the pitch. It's grounded over towards the first base side. First baseman has it. The runners will advance, and Santana tags the bag, but Harper does advance the runners to second and third, and there's 1 out. Would have liked Bryce to come through, but again, being late on those fastballs really did not help him in that at-bat. And that'll bring up Kyle Schwarber to the plate. One out. Here's the pitch. Way up high for ball 1. Schwarber has 12 homers, which is tied for the most in all of baseball. It's tied with Judge. On ball, no strikes. The pitch to Schwarber. That's a sweeper that takes the knees for strike 1. Phillies are 1.5 games behind the New York Mets in the NL East. They're also 4 games above the Braves. On ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Schwarber. Good block in the dirt by Naylor. Kyle has 7 hits in his last 4 games, including 2 homers. And 3 runs scored. 3 RBI. 2-1, and Schwarber tops it foul. What are your final score predictions? Let us know down below. It could be. It could be, MC. 2-2 pitch on the inside corner for a called strike 3, and Schwarber's getting in the face of Chris Siegel. He says that was not a strike, and it was. Schwarber doesn't usually complain, though, and he shakes his head. He's like, no, that wasn't a strike. That's a strike, Kyle. Doesn't usually argue, though. So 2 away. And here comes Castellanos, who takes a sweeper that's down. Casty had 4 RBI the other night against the Tampa Bay Rays. That was in Game 2 of that series. 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Gavin's a guy who has very high power stuff, but it's location that just sort of bites him in the butt at times. 2-0 pitch to Casti, swing and a miss. He got a sweeper in the dirt, and Castellanos was just going to hack it. "43 straight on base streak for Kyle Schwarber. 5-4 Phils. I like that score prediction. 2-1, swing and a miss. Castellanos is the third highest batting average on fastballs this year at 391. Here's the pitch, and Casti just gets a piece of it, and it goes in and out of the glove of Bo Naylor. Anybody watch the PGA Tour in Philly? Has anybody watched it? 2-2 pitch, and Casti holds his horses. Thought about biting after the sweeper, and he held up. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. It was a huge pitch here. Williams with 27 pitches. 3-2 to Casti, and he gets a sweeper that he just is able to foul off. Seven pitches in this at-bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss. And Casti is down on strikes, and we're going to the bottom of the first. Phillies had a leadoff walk from Bryson Stott and an infield single from Trey Turner, and they couldn't get either one of them home. We're going to the bottom of the first out in Cleveland. Okay, Guardians lineup. We'll get to them now. Leading off for the Cleveland Guardians, it'll be Steven Kwan. Daniel Schneemann is batting second. And Jose Ramirez batting third. Carlos Santana is in the cleanup spot. And Kyle Manzardo will protect him. He'll be batting fifth. Bo Naylor, who's the catcher, is batting sixth. Gabriel Arias is at shortstop, and he's batting seventh. Nolan Jones will be hitting eighth. And rounding it up will be Angel Martinez. He will be batting in the 9 spot. So again, it's Kwan out in left field. Schneemann at second, batting second. And Ramirez batting third, playing over at third base. And batting fourth is Carlos Santana. He's over at first. Kyle Manzardo is DHing. Bo Naylor is catching. Gabriel Arias is at shortstop. Nolan Jones out in right field. And Angel Martinez in center. And the guy that's going to be on the mound for the Phillies tonight is going to be Aaron Nola. Nola has only faced the Guardians once. Had success in that outing against Cleveland. He's looking to pick up where he left off in his last outing. He also had a very strong outing against the Diamondbacks. That was his best outing of the season. Even though he also pitched very well against the Cubs, too. Over his last 2 outings specifically, he has only given up 1 earned run in 13 innings and has also surrendered just 7 hits. He's a guy that likes to locate pitches on the edges. He likes to live on the edge, or nibble, as we like to say. Let's hope that his velocity is up to par today. First pitch catches the outer third of the zone for strike 1 to Steven Kwan. The ball is 1 strike. Nola with a big kick and fires a 4-seamer that's outside for a ball. Kwan is batting .333, which is tied for 4th in all of baseball. 1-1 pitch outside for ball 2. In 7 of the 8 days in May that he has played in, he has had a hit in 7 of those 8 games, including 4 multi-hit games during this month. Pitch is taken outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nola behind in the count. Gets the signs from Marchand, winds up from the letters, and the pitch is flied out over towards shallow left field. Kepler calls off Turner and comes running in to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Kepler's in left, Rojas is in center, and Castellanos out in right field for the Phillies. In the infield, they have Harper at first, Stott at second, Turner at short, and Bohm at third. Behind the plate is Rafael Marchand, and on the mound is Aaron Nola. Here's the pitch to Schneemann. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Schneemann had a multi-homer game 6 days ago against the Toronto Blue Jays. The 0-1. It's taken for strike 2. His average sits at 286. Oh, and 2 is the count. And the pitch. Another foul ball. He's never faced Aaron Nola before. The ball's 2 strikes. And the windup and the pitch just outside. A ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. It's a bouncer. It's fouled away. We need 6 innings from Nola. That'd be nice. 10 pitches already in this bottom of the first. And Aaron Nola comes set of the letters and fires. And that's a check swing foul ball. So my question to you is, are you buying back in to the Phillies? Are you buying back in? Do you believe in this team? Or is it going to take you more? A ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch from Nola. It's high for ball 2. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Kevin says I'm not buying back in yet. 2-2 pitch on the inside corner for a called strike 3. It was a sinker at 92. There we go. Nice. Freeze frame. I think that Schneemann was thinking it was going to go inside, and he was left guessing. Eagle says, I never stop believing. Larry says, I'm hopeful, not buying back in yet. Here's Jose Ramirez, and he takes strike 1. Nola, in the first 3 batters that he has faced, he has thrown the first strike. 0-1 to Jose Ramirez. Here's the pitch. That should have been called a strike. It's called a ball, though. Ramirez is actually second in Cleveland's franchise. He's second on the all-time list in home runs for the franchise. 1-1 pitch, and he pops this one up. It's hit out over towards the right field line, but it's hooking foul, and it'll find the seats. As long as they don't play like the Sixers, I'm rooting for them. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jose Ramirez. Nola kicks, delivers. Did he go? The pitch was down low, and he did. Jose Ramirez down on strikes. Don't really get him to strike out too often, so the fact that he was guessing there, that means it was a very good pitch from Aaron Nola, and we're going to the top of the second. Nola comes through, gets 2 strikeouts in a 1-2-3 inning, so we go to the top of the second. Good pitch in there. Good start, Aaron. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You really like it when I say that, don't you? If they take the series, that'll be 3 series against divisions or near division leaders. No reason to dig your heels in against them, says Midnight Mickey. I'm very happy, but I still need more. I hate being this guy. Like, usually I'm the optimist. Usually I feel like, you know, the guy that's like, you know, putting in my soul for this team. I feel bad. I do. But when you watch the team for a while, you see a lot of different things. And it's really hard to just give your soul. You know? It's hard. It's hard. But continue to play good baseball is all I ask. That's all I ask. That's it. That's it. It's simple, in theory. As long as this isn't one of Aaron Nola's 4-homer games. If you're tuning in over on the vertical stream, welcome on in. If you're on the regular stream, hit the thumbs up button, folks. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those subs up. Come on. I want to get a win tonight. Kepler, Bohm, and Rojas all due up in the order. And Kepler takes the first pitch at 92 on the outside edge. His average sits at 246, Max Kepler. It's a left-handed hitter. 0-1 is the count, and Kepler slices it out of play. Nothing in 2. Williams with a high leg kick, and here's the pitch, and it's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. That was a good pitch. It was a curveball that went from 12 to 6, and Kepler was looking at it all the way, and he goes down on strikes. It's probably the best pitch that he's thrown tonight. I liked both streams. Let's go. Here's Alec, and he takes a 97-mile-per-hour heater outside. One-0 pitch, high for ball 2. Phillies money line today, minus 120. So even Vegas has Philadelphia winning. The over-under is at 7.5. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. That sweeper was way outside, and Alec Bohm was deceived. Way too aggressive so far. 2-1 pitch, that's outside for ball 3. Could have been a 4-pitch walk. Scott says, I never bought out. 3 balls, 1 strike to Alec Bohm, and the next pitch is down low for ball 4, and Bohm does get on with a 1-out walk. He's going on over to first, hands the batting gloves to the bat boy, and he will get the mitts from him. He's over at first. Larry says we're helping this guy out. Comes Rojas. Rojas was the pinch runner in last night's game, who then played out in center. The pitch, and he swings and misses at a sweeper. It's out of the zone. I guess nobody's getting the memo. 0-1. The pitch to Rojas. That was low, but it's called a strike. Figures. Williams gets set by the belt, throws back over to first, and Bohm is safe. Dives back in there head first. Waldorf fell off the balcony trying to find something like this, says the other Scott. What's up? Let's get another W today. How's that sound? 0-2 pitch, and that bounces in the dirt. It's going to get away from Bo Naylor, and Bohm goes over to second base. Okay. Try to keep it in front of him, and it went over towards the first base side. Bo says, my bad, even though it wasn't a good pitch. Count this 1-2 to Johan Rojas. He's been good with runners in scoring position this season. Can he come through here? 1-2 pitch, up high for ball 2. Scott found the like button 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row. It's true. It's true. He found the hole. 2-2 pitch to Rojas, swing and a miss. He got a sweeper that was at the knees and could not catch up to it. He was a little bit early. He was actually late, I would say. Yeah, he wasn't early. Nonetheless, 2 outs. And Rafael Marchand is up to the plate, hitting on the left side. First pitch he takes is a curveball at 83 miles per hour. Rafael is 2 runs batted in. Scott says, I will hit it every game now. 2 years in a row. 0-1. It's popped up. And it's fouled back. YouTube is going to start hiding that like button. Just when they found it, they're now going to start hiding it. It's going to be unavailable. 0-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Gavin is 25 years old. He's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Went to East Carolina College. Remember when he played against Kumar Rocker? The championship game. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Rafael Marchand strikes out. Phillies strand Alec Bohm over at second base, and so far, Phillies are 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position in the first 2 innings. We're going to the bottom of the second. Found Waldo. He was hiding the like button. And also, by the way, Williams just struck out the side. Crazy. All right. Who are we rooting for tonight? Thunder or Nuggets? Thunder or Nuggets? I'm going to go with the Thunder. Going with the Thunder tonight. I think that we go with OKC. I'm going with the Thunder. But what about you? Who are we going with? Thunder or... Are they playing again? Thunder or Nuggets? Scott says Thunder. Okay. Take a 5 foot. Thunder or Nuggets. And the other one that I'm probably going to try to listen to is Stars and Jets. Kevin says neither. Neither. What about the Stars of the Jets? Kevin says I'm rooting for a tie. I'm looking back at the pitch that Nola threw to Ramirez to get him to strike out. It was a nice pitch. Nola only has surrendered 2 walks in these last 2 outings. And the windup in the pitch, that's taken at the knees for a strike. Just text to talk stinks, says Eagles 1977. I feel that. 0-1 to Carlos Santana. How do you guys feel about these Guardians uniforms for those of you that are seeing it? 0-1, and that's inside and high for a ball. One. Another foul ball. This is their City Connect uniforms. One-two pitch. That's going to hit Santana on the toe. They're red and blue, but they feature richer hues than their than their other uniforms. They say that the color of the pants and the texture of the jersey tops are both sandstone. And it was influenced by the Berea sandstone from which the bridge pillars were carved more than 90 years ago. And in the collar of the jersey, it has, Texas says, EST 1901 to honor the first year of the organization's existence. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Manzardo, ground ball into right field for a base hit. Casti gets over to it, throws it on over to third, and the throw is in time! What a play by Casti! Wow, Nick Castellanos with a cannon over to third base, and Bohm able to swipe out the runner. Carlos Santana thought that he could get on over to third base, and Alec Bohm dropped the glove down after he caught the ball. And there is out number 2. Out number 1, excuse me. Classic case of too much time on your hands. What does that mean? The pitch. It's in there for a strike. And that's Bo Naylor who's up. 1 out, bottom of the second. And Nola kicks, delivers. And that is called a ball. Hit by pitch, single. 1-1 offering inside for ball 2. Two one pitch, swing and a miss. They could do a water gun. Water gun emojis are there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Bo Naylor. There's the pitch. Swinging a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. And 3 chairs for Nola. Nice. Two outs in the bottom of the second. And it's Arias who's up to bat. Here's the pitch. There's a foul ball. YouTube doesn't have a water gun? I thought I saw a water gun. No, maybe they took it off? I don't know. Got 180 people tuning on in. YouTube won't take y'all off. Appreciate you guys for coming on here. No balls, 1 strike. Nola tosses it back over to first. No tag applied after Harper caught it. Okay, it does. Yeah. Thought it did. The ball's 1 strike. Nola will get set from the stretch. And the 0-1 is fouled off. And the runner has to go back over to first. That was Manzardo. You have to zoom to see what it is. Oh, 2 pitch. Here it comes. There's a ground ball, diving stop by Turner. The throw to second in time. 6-4 fielder's choice. Nice play by Trey. That was a sidearm throw from his knees over to second. Stott had the bag covered. And there is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're going to the top of the 3rd. Defense bailed out Nola. Let's see if the Phillies can have his back. Let's go. Let's go. All right, chat. Chat, how we feeling tonight? How we feeling tonight? I know it's a Friday. It's a Friday. I feel like we should be feeling good. It's a Friday. Friday night is May 9th. I feel like yesterday was opening day. I do. Time is flying. Time is flying by. But it's a Friday night. I can't believe it. It's awesome. If you are tuning in for the very first time, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. People ask me all the time, do you just do the Phillies games? No. I do the Sixers as well, and I do the Eagles too. But probably none of y'all want to go back to my other calls to tune on into those. But, you know, when the teams are good, you guys should come on and just support the channel. Even if you're not a basketball fan or a football fan, if you just like me, It would mean a lot. So I appreciate you guys for being on here. Phillies are playing better baseball. There's no doubt about it. They're playing better baseball, and the pitching has been better. The offense has certainly been miles better. But my question to you is, are you buying back in? Are you selling your soul to the Phillies and saying that this team has it? Gavin Williams kicks, delivers, and it's outside the Bryson Stott. Stott walked his first in his first plate appearance. One ball, no strikes. And there's a curveball that has a lot of movement to it, but it's down and good eye by Bryson Stott. Williams gets at the Cleveland signs, or at the Cleveland text, that is. And that's outside for ball 3. Prayers for your son. My son is sick, and I'm trying to do both of these at the same time. Definitely thankful to be here. Prayers for your son. 3-0 pitch. There's a 97-mile-per-hour fastball that's in there for strike 1. Be great to see Bryson come through. There's a 3-1 offering. Fly ball hit out over towards deep right field. It's carrying, is going back over towards the track, and it is caught right by the wall for out number 1. That thing spelled trouble, and Nolan Jones able to keep it in the yard. It just died at the very last second. The thing was one more foot than I think it would have been out. Here comes Trey. And he takes a cutter at 93. Trey singled in the first. Also had a very nice defensive play to end the bottom of the second inning. 0-1 pitch. Another sweeper that catches the knees. Phillies just 1 for 8 today. Off of Gavin Williams. 0-2 to Trey Turner. It's in the dirt. Tomorrow, the Phillies will send Ranger Suarez out there on the hill. They'll be facing Tanner Bibby. Bibby's 3-2 and has a 4.26 ERA. Then on Sunday, the Phillies play Sunday Night Baseball. It'll be Zach Wheeler against Luis Ortiz. 1-2 pitch, foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Trey Turner. He grounds this one over to shortstop. It's gobbled up, and the throw across the diamond is in time by Arias. It's 55 degrees. It's a cool night out in Cleveland. Progressive Field. I've always wanted to go there. Looks like it's a very nice stadium. 2 outs. Nobody on. And Harper takes ball 1. Williams gets set. The letters, gets the signs. Winds up and delivers. And Harper slices it foul. Progressive Field, their capacity is 34,830. Opened back in January of 1992. It's called Jacobs Field from 94 to 07. 1-1 pitch. There's a foul ball. Left field is 325 feet. Left center is 370. Center field is 400. Deep center field is 410. Right center is 375, and right field is 325 feet. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Harper. And he takes the 1-2 high and outside. Two, swing and a miss. Harper's down on strikes. We go to the bottom of the third. Pitch and duel so far between Williams and Nola in just the first 3 innings. Is it really a pitch and duel? Nah, I wouldn't say that yet. I take that back. Again, experience, trying to learn. But neither team has been able to score a run. They purchased the naming rights of Progressive Field for $58 million over 16 years. So this is the last year, right? Previous name came from the team owners, Richard and David Jacobs. Still often referred to as the Jake. How do we feel about that as a nickname for the stadium? Like, the bank is a perfect name for Citizens Bank Park. The Jake? How do we feel about that? I think it's kind of odd. The Jake. Phillies are playing at the Jake tonight. Starkey, what's up? What's up, Starkey? Shout out to Starkey. Drop your link down below. Guardian Angels in the outfield. How do we feel about that? The Jake. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, people. Appreciate you all for being on here. Got 183 people tuning on in. If you're on the vertical stream side of things, thank you so much for being here. Jones will lead it off. The pitch, and that almost hit Jones. Let's put up a 5 spot in the 9th inning to win 5-4 versus Ryan. It's better than Globo Chem Corporation Field. One ball, no strikes. Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jones. Nola will get set at the letters. There's the 1-1. That's chopped over towards the first base side. Harper has it, picks it up, and runs to the bag for the first out. Scott says, I think Harper needs to be benched a game or two. What do you think? I agree. I do. I think Bryce needs to have his head cleared. That's just me. Doing good now. Had a restless week, but my birthday today made up for it. What? Happy birthday! What? It's been incredibly relaxing today. Hope you're doing good. I wish I would have known it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Pitch. It's grounded foul over towards the first base side. Now I got to put that on my calendar. Got to put that on the birthday calendar. Starkey. Birthday. Didn't know that. 0-1, it's skied over towards the third base side. Turner calls off Bohm, makes the grab, and there is out number 1. Number 2. You good, JJ? Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. Now it's Stephen Kwan who's in the box. He takes a four-seamer at 91 at the knees. Why won't the bats ring for Nola? It's too early. That's why. We'll tell him to wake up in the next couple of innings if they don't do so. When honestly, I have a theory. 0-1 pitch and taken outside for a ball, and I like doing that segment. When we tell the bats to wake up, I feel like the bats always do wake up. I feel like it works. I feel like that we are a blessing for this team. I do think that they listen to us. 1-1 pitch outside for ball 2. Of course. Two-one pitch. It's in the dirt. And Kwan takes it all the way. Nola gets set, kicks, deals, outside for ball 4. Midnight says, hear that? It's time to wake up. It must work. That comeback yesterday was unreal, says American Citizen. It is. When we start to get loud, I feel like they always put up runs. I do. There's some sort of magic on here. This is Daniel Schneemann. Takes outside. Again, it's 1-0. Schneemann's 28 years old. And he tries to golf at a knuckle curve that was in the dirt. The count is tied up 1-1. Schneemann played for the Columbus Clippers. Was at Huntington Park in Columbus, Ohio in May of 2024. That's the AAA affiliate of the Guardians. Also, of course, was with AA. Went to BYU. Played for college baseball. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left field, and Kepler is there and makes the catch in front of the KeyBank sign out in left field. There's a high wall out in left field, and Max Kepler able to catch it. He had to turn over his shoulder, turn away from home plate, and he caught it right at the belt and ran into the wall for out number 3. And we're going to the top of the 4th. 4, 5, and 6 due up in the batting order. Uh-oh, Joe stealing something. What's Joe stealing? Leadoff walk, always a bad omen. We are the chosen ones. Yes, we are. The comeback has convinced them to relax. The runs will come eventually. Well, I don't even know if they're relaxing, because if they were relaxing, they would be taking more pitches. And they're giving freebies to Gavin. You know? from Aqua Teen Hunger Force TV show. Well, you just confessed to stealing. You guys know what that means. Time to take away the wrench. No, I'm kidding. Or we're going to the top of the fourth. Michael says meatball. What's for dinner tonight? Meatball. Meatball subs. 184 people tuning on in. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Turn on the bell icons, baby. Let's go, fightins. Come on. Get some runs. Nice catch by Kepler, too, seriously. It was a very good catch. Defense doing its job. Here comes Kyle Schwarber to the plate. And he takes wide for ball one. JJ's like JT. You don't steal on him when he's calling a game. I like that. I like that. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for strike one. What do I always say? You can run, but you can't hide on JT. Because JT's going to find you. 1-1 pitch. Outside and low for ball two. Two-one pitch, swing and a miss. BBIB. BCIB. Best baller in baseball. I did listen to it. 2-2 pitch, and it's outside for ball three. I listened to it. Yeah, the Sixers are ticking me off. I don't want to talk about the Sixers. I have a lot to worry about Monday. But it was a great interview. You're right. 3-2 pitch to Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss. Really? Chased after a sleeper in the dirt. And that's the 7th strikeout for Gavin Williams. Best broadcast. Oh, B is for broadcaster. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love that. I love that very, very much. Thanks. Pitch to Casty. What are you doing? The pitch was off the plate. Why are you swinging at that? It was way off. The ball is one strike. Casty holds it the next pitch. That was over the plate. It was low for ball one. One ball, one strike to Nick. And the pitch, here it comes. It's at 98, outside. Chris Siegel's the home plate umpire. Alex McKay is at first. Alan Porter's the second base ump. And Brian Walsh is at third. 2-1 offering to Casty. Another swing and a miss, as the sweeper had a lot of life to it and ended up being below the zone. They're digging. The Philadelphia Diggers. Not the Dingers. The Diggers. 2-2 pitch, and Casty does not go, so it's down and away. Tell you, that at-bat that he had in the 9th inning last night was also a big at-bat. Worked up a 9-pitch at-bat to get on with a walk. 3-2 to Castellanos. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit as it heads over towards the line. Casty thinking for two. The throw to second. And Castellanos is safe. Oh, nobody's out. He was out at second base. Out at second is the call. And Jones that is, had a very good throw the second, and he was dead at second base. They didn't have a good angle to show, but he was swiped right on the letters. He was out by a mile. I didn't even see the swipe because, again, it was a bad camera view, but he was out. 2 away. And Kepler is up. So it's a single, but he was out at second. And Kepler takes outside for a ball. Is Nick slower than Bohm? Wow. The 1-0, and it's outside for ball 2. Gavin gets set at the belt, and the 2-0 pitch is outside for ball 3. How have the Phillies not gotten a run so far? It's crazy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. We need 27 more subscribers to get us to 5,700. 3-0 pitch outside for ball 4. I could have had runners over at first and second with 1 out, but there's a runner at first with 2 outs. Two gone. Here's Bohm. And he fouls it off. I mean, if you're going to go to second, you got to be confident. Do I think he should have went? No. I was questioning it. But to be honest with you, when Rojas went over to third last night, I was kind of questioning that. And luckily it worked out. The balls, 1 strike to Alec Bohm. And here's the windup and the pitch to 98. And Bohm takes it for strike 2. The ball's 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. There's a line drive base hit out to right field, and it gets knocked away from Jones. It bounces in front of him. He also bobbles it, and heading over to third base is Kepler, and so that's going to put runners on at the corners with 2 outs here. So Phillies have something cooking in the kitchen. Bohm got it off the end of the bat, took it the opposite way. Jones, first of all, he tried to field it, played it off of a bounce, and it went out of the glove. And he bounced in front of him, and then he tried to barehand it, and it slipped out of his hand. Here comes Rojas to the plate. Yellow batting gloves, first pitch to Johan. Check swing. That was a very late check swing to see if he went around, and he did not. And it's a 1-0 count to Johan Rojas. Charge! Kepler at third, Bohm at first, and the 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. I'll tell you what, Naylor actually did a good job of trying to sell the call there. But Chris Siegel said it was a ball, and it was. Two-0 pitch, inside and low for ball 3. Casty would have scored, yeah. It's true. Red lights in the chat. Stop signs. 3-0 pitch outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Rafael Marchand. And Bo Naylor's going to go talk to Gavin Williams along with the pitching coach as well. Bases juiced. Phillies trying to get on the board. This is a big at-bat for Rafael Marchand. Let's go! Get some runs home. Put in the green. Put it in the green. I'm going to say red lights all the way. Marchand in the box, first pitch, and he does take it all the way. It's at the knees for strike 1. Marchand's average under 100. Struck out in the second. 0-1 pitch to Rafael, and that's another sweeper that catches the knees for strike 2. And Marchand will call for time. Base is loaded. 2 strikes, no balls, 2 outs. No score, and the 0-2 is bounced in the dirt for a ball. Subscribed. We tried to stream 4 different ways, and yours was the only one that worked. I appreciate it, Christy. I do. We go on for every Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we try to do it like an old-school radio play-by-play style. While interacting with you guys, here's the 1-2 pitch. There's a chopper hit over to shortstop, and he plays it on a bounce, throws it over to first, and the Phillies strand. The base is loaded. They leave the bases loaded, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. Phillies have had their chances. Nothing has come home, though. No one has come home yet. I'm going to take a step off. I gotta stretch. All right, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Nola has 14 straight scoreless innings, in case you didn't know. We're in the bottom of the 4th. No score between the Phillies and the Guardians. Phillies have 3 hits. Guardians have just 1. Jose Ramirez will lead things off. The meat and potatoes of the batting order for Cleveland. Due up in this inning, Ramirez, switch hitter, batting on the left side. Nola kicks, delivers, and there's a strike. It's a cutter on the top tier of the zone for a called strike. Jose struck out on a check swing his first time up. It was on a 1-2 count. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards right field, and Castellanos comes running there to make the catch. Running in to make the catch for the first out. That was hit on a rope just right at Castellanos. So it's an L9. There's Carlos Santana, another switch hitter, hitting on the left side. And he takes strike one at 90. Santana was both an All-Star and a Silver Slugger Award winner back in 2019. 0-1 pitch, and he flies this one over towards medium depth center field. Rojas drifts on in. Takes 2 steps towards second base and makes the grab. And 2 up, 2 down. He just turned 39 in April. Played with the Guardians. Well, first started off his career with the Indians. And then he went over to the Phillies, if you guys remember. Played with them in 2018. Then went back to Cleveland. Then was with the Royals, the Mariners, the Pirates, the Brewers, and the Twins. And then came back to Cleveland again. Won a Gold Glove last year at the age of 38. First pitch is in there for a strike to Kyle Manzardo, hitting on the left side. Nola winds up and fires, throws the knuckle curve, but it's outside. Is Carlos Santana the oldest guy to win a Gold Glove in the modern era? 1-1 pitch, fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. That's going back to the track, and it is gone. Kyle Manzardo hits one out to deep dead center field. 411 feet, and he takes Aaron Nola to the rack. Was out over the middle of the plate. I think Marchand wanted that to be a little bit more outside. 1-0 Cleveland. Two outs, bottom of the fourth. There's Bo Naylor, who goes around on the cutter. Two gone. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Will this wake them up? No, it won't. We have 74 likes, 224 people on here. What are we doing? Come on. And Mike, you're not even a mod, but thank you, man. Appreciate you. The ball's 2 strikes. And the pitch is high for a ball. Support the channel by subscribing to Play by Play with JJ. We're also on the socials as well. We are on the socials. If you guys want to call in into the show after the game is done, I will do a post-game show tonight. 610-314-0844 is the phone number. 1-2 pitch. That's line foul towards the right field side. How do we have 200? We have 213 people tuning on in. And yet, just 74 likes. Let's go. Larry stole my wrench. One-two pitch. Another foul ball. There you go. I gave it back to you. Welcome on into the Mod Squad, Michael. One ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch, swing and a miss. And Aaron Nola does get out of the inning, but Kyle Manzardo takes him to distance. And we're going to the top of the 5th. Larry, stop stealing. I like that. Michael got the wrench. He has Thor's hammer. I gave it to him. I turned off Netflix for this. This is Netflix. This is the opposite of Netflix and chilling. It is. This is Netflix and stressing. Netflix and bat flips. Wow, good job. Took me 2 months to get a wrench, Michael. It's funny. It's funny. It's time for On This Day in Phillies History. As we go to the top of the 5th inning. Today is May 9th. May 9th. Johnny Bench on this day hit 3 homers off of Steve Carlton in what was a 9-7 Reds victory, and he drove in 7 runs. That was the second time that Bench had 3 homers off of Steve, but it was the first against the Phillies. Charlie Manuel on this day in 2013 managed his 1,332nd game at the helm of the Phillies, and he passed Gene Mauch for most games managed in history. Also, by the way, happy birthday. Guys that were born on this day. Mickey Devine, born in 1892 on this day. George Durning, born in 1898 on this day. He would have been 127 years old. And Aaron Harang. Shout out to Aaron Harang. I forgot he was with the Phillies at one point. Aaron Harang is now 47 years old. Whew. One ball and no strikes. What is the wrench? That's a mod. Welcome to being a mod. Bryson Stott's in the box. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Williams kicks, fires, and Stott's going to hit this one out over to left field. Kwan backs up and catches the can of corn for out number 1. You want a sad story? Look up Gene Mauch. I don't want to be sad. I want to be happy. And the only way to make me happy is if we get a win. Phillies are down 1-0. That doesn't make anybody happy right now, unless you're rooting against the Phillies. Okay, trolls, aka non-Philly fans, we have surrounded you. Come out wherever you are. Paws up. Pitch to Trey Turner. Ground ball past the dive of Schneeman into center field for a base hit. And Trey Turner gets aboard with a 1-out single up the middle. Here comes Bryce Harper to the plate. Tying runs over at first. All right, chat, it's time to tell Bryce Harper to wake up. Tell him to wake up. Rise and shine, Bryce. Okay. Turner leads off over at first. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The pitch to Harper. It was outside, but it's called a strike. Oh, boy. The balls, 1 strike. Harper rests the bat on his shoulder. The pitch to Harper. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. It's hooking foul, and it goes into the seats. Come on, Bryce. Wake up. Where are the alarm clocks at? 94 pitches for Gavin Williams, and the Phillies haven't gotten a run. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 to Harper. Wide and down. 230 likes. Mr. Harper, your breakfast is ready. I like that. I like that. There's the alarm clocks. The 1-2 to Harper outside again for ball 2. Let's go. Charge! Tim Herron is warming up in the bullpen. 2-2 pitch, high for ball 3. And what was an 0-2 count is now a full count to Bryce. Turner still on at first. Schwarber's up next. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 3-2 to Harper. It's in there for a called strike 3. The throw to second. Turner is out. Strike him out, throw him out, and the inning is over. So Gavin Williams gets out of the inning. Turner went over to second. He was out, and Harper struck out looking at a curveball. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th. Not a good day so far for the Phillies offense. Oh boy, I don't want to look at chat right now. It's going to be all negative. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. That was awful. That was bad. Let's put on X though. I'm sure that that's going to be even nicer. They're probably going off on Bryce right now. I can hear people on Twitter just going off. It was a good throw by Bo Naylor. Citi Field is having themselves a heyday. Juan Soto just hit a home run. And the Mets, they lead at 6-1. Phillies got to keep up with them. They do. Lindor homered. McNeil also homered. And so did Brett Beatty. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. I can have a wrench fight with Joe Jean. With Joe. With Joe. His name is Joe. Damn. They've been playing better baseball. But this is a quiz. I've been saying it all day. This is a quiz this weekend. If they can take 2 out of 3, they pass my little quiz. It's not a test. Braves are getting shut out 3-0 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's in the top of the 8th inning. Bottom of the 5th. And here's the pitch from Nola. It's in the dirt for a ball. Ay. A ball and no strikes. Nola kicks, delivers, swing and a miss. It's the first time he went to the changeup in a couple of innings. Mets money line right now is at minus 5,000. Because they're up by 5 against the Cubs. Cubs money line is at plus 1,300. Which means if you put in like $5, payout for that I think is like 52? I don't know what the math is there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nola kicks, deals, swing and a miss. Arias is up at the plate, hitting on the right side. Dark blue batting gloves. Open stance. 2-2 pitch. He bends down, and the pitch is up high for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch from Nola. It's grounded foul towards the third base side. Phillies are 13-12 against Cleveland all time. 3-2 pitch. It's down and away for ball 4. And there's a walk allowed by Nola. Nolan Jones will get a crack at it. 0 for 1. Grounded out his last time up. Flies this one out over towards left field. It's hooking out of play, but Kepler will make the catch right by the rail. He got there. I didn't think he was going to have a chance, but he did. Tagging up from first, heading over to second, though, is Arias, but another nice play by Kepler. Went over towards the line, and he just had enough room to make the catch. And there's the first out of the inning. And Nolan Jones slams the bat down. Slammed the knob of the bat down. So it's a foul out to Kepler. Again, Arias is now in scoring position. And it's Angel Martinez batting on the left side. Takes ball 1. Orioles have a West Coast road trip. They're playing at 9:38 tonight. Saw that up there. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. Thank goodness it's a foul ball. Phillies can be like a toxic boyfriend, says Midnight Mickey. They're like, oh, I'm sorry I tortured you for all those innings. Here's 7 runs in the 8th. Just don't leave me. That's an interesting comparison. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nola looks back at second, and they'll deliver from the stretch as the pitch is wide for ball 3. Gavin Williams today, 5 innings, 4 hits allowed, 4 walks, and a scratch on him. So had 8 strikeouts. Nola with just 2 hits allowed, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. It's a fly ball hit out over towards deep right field. That's going back to the track, and it is gone. And that makes it a 3-0 ball game. The second homer allowed today by Nola, and Angel Martinez goes to distance. And that'll bring up Stephen Kwan to the plate. 2 pitches that were left out over the middle from Aaron Nola. And this one actually was towards the knees. And Martinez able to follow through with the swing. And he just had enough oomph to send it out over the fence. over that progressive sign out in right field. Here comes Stephen Kwan. It's over 1 tonight, and he grounds this one back up the middle. Turner throws it over to first. That was a bad throw. He tried to spin, turn it, and the throw took 2 bounces over to first base. It was an off-balance throw by Trey. Didn't even look like he gave enough effort on the throw there. And Kwan gets aboard with an infield single. So things starting to unfold. He beat it out. Are the Phillies challenging this? He was safe. They're not challenging. And so we have a conversation now on the mound here with Caleb Cotham, Aaron Nola, Rafael Marchand, and all the infielders. So Kwan hit one back up the middle, got on with an infield single, and he's over at first. Looks like Chris Siegel's going to go break up the conversation. It's crazy. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. And Daniel Schneemann comes up and stares at strike 1 at the knees. All supers do go on over to the top. Three 0 Guardians. Kwan leads off at first. Watch out for him. 0-1 pitch. There's another fly ball hit out over towards right field. And Castellanos looks, and it's a foul ball. It was hooking out of play. It's kind of hard to follow the camera there. But it was a foul ball. What sign is JJ? What zodiac sign? I'm a Leo. Anyone think this is Nola's fault doesn't understand the game. The ball is 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit out over to right field. Castellanos gets over to it. Stopping at second is Kwan, and now we got to get some bullpen action. Somebody has to warm up in the bullpen now. Things starting to unfold here in the bottom of the 5th. Don't want to make this get ugly. I'm with you. Anyone think that this is Nola's fault doesn't understand the game. I always like to say 2 things can be true. The home runs are Nola's fault, but the offense needs to come through. Here's Jose Ramirez, last person that you want to face now. Nola can't find the zone. First pitch is way outside. One ball, no strikes. And the next pitch is down and in for ball 2. Looks a little bit tired out there. Velocity has gone down a little bit. Nola's back at second. He's trying to get out of the jam here. And the pitch, ground ball, diving stop by Harper. He'll flip it over to first. No play as Ramirez beats it out, and the bases are going to be loaded. Base is juiced as Jose Ramirez gets on with an infield single. And there's still 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll bring up Carlos Santana to the plate. They need a double play here. Is anybody even loosening up in the bullpen is the question. Santana steps out of the box. 5 career grand slams for Carlos Santana. I think one of them was actually with the Phillies. 1 out. Nola gets set at the letters and fires the first pitch. Strike one at the knees. The ball's and one strike to Santana. And here's the pitch. It's in the dirt for a ball. Tanner Banks warming up in the bullpen already. Probably should have been warming up before. There's the 1-1 to Santana. There's a ground ball hit over towards second base. The throw would be made over to first to get Santana out. It was a soft ground ball. Kwan does score. All the runners advance, and it's 4-0 Cleveland. An RBI ground out by Carlos Santana. And it's Kyle Manzardo coming up. He homered his last time up. Good for Santana to just get on top of that ball, but not to hit it too hard. It was sort of a weak ground ball. And Zardo takes strike one. And is behind in the count, 0-1. Starkey says, I've dated 2 Pisces in my past and realized that they're not a good match for me. Definitely like to flip-flop. Yep, I'm a Leo. Quiet. He would never tell. 1 ball and 1 strike. But Leos also show leadership quality, right? 1-1 pitch. That's up high for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup. $91 likes, 215 people tuning on in. Let's go. It's only 4 runs, still time. Well, it can't get worse, is what we're trying to say. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This Guardians bullpen's pretty good. 2-2 pitch on the way. There's a ground ball, foul. Leos are great. It's good. I'm happy that you've had good experiences with Leos. It's good. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the windup and the pitch. High for ball 3. And the count is full. Lots of pitches in this inning for Aaron Nola. This is probably going to be his last batter, I would assume. So you're saying there's a chance. The 7th pitch of the at-bat. Here it comes. Strike 3 called. Got him looking at the knuckle curve. Well, he got out of the inning, but the Guardians do tack on a couple of runs, and they lead it 4-0 as we head to the 6th inning. All right. I'll be right back. I need the stretch. See you soon. All right. Here we go to the top of the 6th. We're going to the top of the 6th inning. Phillies are down 4-0 against Cleveland. Still not done. Obviously, still have a lot of baseball left to go. But if you're tuning in for the very first time, appreciate you guys for being on here. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We are 21 subscribers away from getting to 5,700. If you believe in the Phillies, hit the thumbs up button. If you don't believe in the Phillies, hit the thumbs up button. Here's Kyle Schwarber facing Tim Herron here. And the pitch is in there for strike one. It's a slider. Haha, I lost. Thank you, Phillies, says Michael Hooks. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch is inside for a ball. John says, new poll, do we score? Yes or no? I'm not done yet with this team. 1-1 pitch. Way up high, and Schwarber had to get out of the way of that baseball. Don't hit our guy. It just slipped out of Herron's hand, and Kyle had to duck down. 2-1 to Schwarber. Herron has a 2.57 earned run average. The pitch to Schwarber. Strike 2. Got the curveball on the outside edge. Herron is 28 years old now. Hasn't allowed a run since April 28th. The 2-2 pitch to Kyle, inside for ball 3. His ERA last year was at a 1.92. He was really strong. 3-2 pitch to Schwarber, high for ball 4, and Kyle gets on with a leadoff walk. And now bring up Nick Castellanos. Let's go. Guardians are a pesky team. They are. They are. We're not done yet, though. Comes Nick Castellanos. First pitch to Nick that he takes is a slider in there for strike 1. So Kyle does continue his on-base streak. 0-1, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh and 2 to Nick Castellanos. 13 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch outside for a ball. Hit the like button, folks. Let's go. 1-2 pitch to Casty. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop. The throw to second. There's 1. The throw to first 2. And that's a double play. 6-4-3. And Max Kepler's coming up. Those have been pretty quiet today. Pitch to Max. It's at 95, and he takes it for strike 1. Phillies have been shut out a couple of times this year. The 0-1 pitch, swing and the miss. Obviously, we're not hoping for a shutout tonight, but I'm just saying that they have been shut out a couple of times. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 0-2 to Kepler. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Not that deep. It's playable for the center fielder. Martinez, route number 3, and he makes the catch. And we're going to the bottom of the 6th. No runs. 1 walk. That's it. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Bo Naylor will lead it off. Okay. Whew. What's up, BW? How are you, my friend? What's going on? Phillies getting shut out so far against the Guardians. But, folks, my man BW goes on tonight for a West Coast game. Orioles are out in the West Coast. Make sure that you guys tune on into him. First pitch is at 9:38 p.m. Eastern Time. So they take on the Halos out in Anaheim. Sagano is going to be pitching against Kyle Hendricks. So, watch out for that matchup. Comment your link down below, my friend. Appreciate you. What do you guys think about the Phillies potentially getting Rafael Devers? There's been a rumor that actually went out that the Phillies could get Rafael Devers. It's a rumor. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about Rafael Devers coming to Philly? Obviously, that would be in place for Alec Bohm. Would you do that move? Tanner Banks is warming up to pitch. Or, yeah, he's on the mound. He's pitching now, and I don't know if there was a delay. Nope, okay. So we're in the bottom of the 6th. Let's go. Cheers to you too, BW. Pitch, and that's high for a ball. Devers is a bad defender at third. He's a good hitter. It's probably do you think he's better than Bohm on defense or worse? 1-0 pitch. It's skied over towards the infield. Turner's there, makes the grab. And it's caught for the first out. Another left-handed bat? I don't know. I thought Bohm's issue was his attitude. Well, Bohm has not been hitting the ball well for us at all. He's not driving in runs. He's batting .243. I mean, he did it his first homer of the season couple of nights ago. Pitch to Arias is in there for a strike. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch is in there for strike 2. Otto says Eagles says we need an outfielder, not a third baseman. It's fair. That's fair. 0-2 pitch, it's down for a ball. I like Devers' bat. I agree that his defense is not the best because that's why Bregman's playing over at third, and I've seen him make a lot of mistakes. But is he better than Bohm? Yes. One-two pitch. That's a foul ball. Devers is clearly the better hitter, but Bohm's defense is pretty good, actually, with all our defensive holes I just feel like Devers isn't the best fit. One ball, two strikes. Arias is in the box. And the pitch on the way from Banks. Swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout for Tanner. Yeah, I guess I'm with you. If we had our biggest need right now, if we're talking about our lineup, is an outfielder, right? The biggest need right now for the Phillies is obviously an outfielder. When you talk about our hitting, always we can use a bullpen piece. Was Bohm the worst thing in the world? No. Christian Kensey Noel, and he hits this one out over towards left field, and Kepler will make the catch right by the line. I thought that was going to bloop in for a single, but Kepler caught it. 1, 2, 3, go the Guardians. We're going to the top of the 7th. It's still 4-0 Cleveland. Okay. Ugh, we're going to take off the hat. We're gonna do some reverse psychology here, folks. We are doing reverse psychology. Yasin says, would you trade for Luis Robert Jr. from the White Sox? I said last year, yes. This year, I'm leaning more towards no. I wanted Luis Robert for a while. And to be honest with you, would a change of scenery help him? Maybe it does. But his attitude right now doesn't really look so good. Maybe a change of scenery, though, does help him. Maybe it does. But I don't know. That's a tough question. Like, that's a very good question. I don't really think it's a cut and dry answer anymore. Last year, I was on the train for getting him over to Philly. This year, it's a little bit different right now. All right, we're going to the top of the 7th. 4-0. Philadelphia down by 4. Treasure's going to pretend he's a Guardians fan. No, I'm taking off the hat. Yeah, reverse psychology, but it's not that we're Guardians fans. Even though that's kind of funny. Hunter Gaddis is going to pitch. This guy has been absolutely magnificent over these last couple of years. Has a .64 ERA, 22 strikeouts, 7 walks allowed in 14 innings. Robert is like Golden Corral. You might feel hungry, but you can do so much better. It's funny. That's an interesting one. I like that. Here's Bohm at the plate, and he takes strike one. It's a slider. Joe Ross is warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Top of the 7th, no balls, 1 strike to Alec Bohm, who's 1 for 1 today. And he takes the 0-1 wide for a ball. Phillies have won their last 3 games. They're 1.5 games behind the Mets. Guardians and Phillies have the same record. 1-1 pitch. Bohm gets on top of it. Grounds it over to shortstop. It's played on the hop by the shortstop, and the throw over to first is in time by Arias. Michael says, go Cleveland. Gaddis is 27 years old. He's from Canton, Georgia. Rojas stares at strike one. It's a slider. The pitch was in there for a strike. Gaddis had a 1.57 ERA last year. If it wasn't for Emmanuel Class A, Gaddis would be a closer. 0-1, line drive, base hit out to right field, and Rojas gets on with a 1-out single. Robert's injury prone, and I have a refractor card of him, so that automatically is no good. The way my luck is, says Joe. And now it's Rafael Marchand coming up to the plate. They've left a lot of base runners on Philadelphia. Marchand hitting on the left side. Has a white sleeve on and white batting gloves. Yeah, this comes set and fires, and Marchand swings and fouls off the slider. Rojas leads off over at first. The 0-1 offering to Marchand, swing and a miss. That changeup was nasty. With a capital N, and a capital A, and a capital S, and a capital T, and Y all over it. Should have just said caps lock. 0-2 pitch. That was the same changeup, but Marchand said no thank you. Gaddis with a long beard. It's not too long, but it's long. 1-2 pitch, and that's in the dirt for ball 2. It's not like Brian Wilson long, is what I really meant to say. Two-two pitch, foul ball that goes in and out of the glove of Bo Naylor. Wow. I don't know how he didn't hang on to that. Make him pay. 2-2 pitch, down and in for ball 3. Give him an extra strike. Come on. Heard it's like Golden Corral. That's really funny. I love that. Cade Smith is also warming up in the Guardians bullpen. 3-2 pitch outside for ball 4. 2 runners on, and Marchand gets on base. And here comes Bryson Stott to the dish. All right, come on. Marchand made Bo Naylor pay. I like that. The tying run's on deck. Charge! Jane, hold the boombox over your head playing Peter Gabriel. JJ falls for it every time. Why, we climb up on Salisbury Hill? One out, and Stott is up at the plate. I was really serious when I actually made that response. I didn't realize how serious that was. First pitch to Stott. It's a strike at 93. In Your Eyes is a good song. Yeah, it is. That is a good song. Guardians are 18-0 when they're leading after 7 innings. Can the Phillies change history here? The pitch to Stott. Fly ball hit out over towards right field, and the catch is made by Noel. Tagging up from second, going over to third base is Rojas. And so that's going to put runners on at the corners. Stott hit it really hard, just right at Jenkensi Noel. Okay. And that'll bring up Trey Turner. I like Trey in the spot here. Too bad Stott just hit right at the guy. But I guess that kind of makes out for the drop strike or the drop foul tip from Bo Naylor. Pitch to Trey, strike one at 93 as it catches the kneecaps. That's Phil Collins' eagle. But they were all a part of Genesis. 0-1, foul ball. Genesis is a very good band. No balls and 2 strikes to Trey Turner. Here's the pitch. Wide for a ball. What's up, Sharon? Gaddis gets set above the belt, and the 1-2 pitch, and Turner stays alive. Turner in the month of May hitting .406 in 32 at-bats. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, the 1-2 to Trey. Low and outside for ball 2. Harper's up next. Gotta stay locked in, Trey. The pitch to Turner. Fly ball hit out over towards the left field. It's playable for Kwan. He says he has it. Backs up, makes the catch, and there's out number 3. So the Phillies can't get anybody home. They've had their chances, and we're going to the bottom of the 7th. It is still 4-0. Cleveland has the lead. Okay. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. It is Phillies trivia time. And if you get the answer correct, you will hear this. If you get it incorrect, you will hear this. Okay. You have 15 seconds to answer 2. Okay. 1 sec. All right. Name me one of the top 5 Phillies. Wait, hold up. Which Phillies player is in the top 5 for longest Phillies on-base streaks? Name me one player in the top 5 in longest Phillies on-base streaks. Phrase this question poorly, please. Pete Rose. Jimmy Rollins. Utley. Mike Schmidt. He's number 1. Schwarber. He's number 2. He's number 5. Chuck Klein. He's number 2. Dykstra. Nope. And Ashburn is not correct either. So we got 3. So we got Mike Schmidt at 1. Chuck Klein at 2. Kyle Schwarber at 5. Vittorino. No. Pitch is in there for a strike as Joe Ross throws the pitch. Billy Hamilton. That is also Incorrect. We'll do 2 more guesses. Bobby Abreu. That's number 3. Abreu is number 3. 0-1 pitch on the way. Line drive, base hit out to left field. Kepler plays it on a couple of bounces. And so there's an opposite field double by Martinez. Bobby Abreu is number 3. Yes. And the final one, number 4. Quagmire. Nope. Mike Schmidt is 1. Chuck Klein is 2. Bobby Abreu is 3. Number 5 is Kyle Schwarber. And number 4, I don't know if a lot of you would have guessed this, but Odubel Herrera had a 45-game on-base streak from 2017 to 2018. I don't know if you would have guessed that. Here's Stephen Kwan at the plate, and the pitch is in there for a strike. Mike Schmidt was on base 56 games in a row from 81 to 82. Chuck Klein had 49 in 1930. Abreu had 48 from 2000 to 2001. Herrera had 45 from 2017 to 2018. And Kyle Schwarber, if he gets on tomorrow, he'll tie Odubel. He's tied with Chuck Klein at 5. 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards second base. Stadazzi plays it on a bounce and throws it over to first in time. Chuck Klein at 2. Man, he had one in 1930 where he got on base 49 games in a row. And the other time he had 44 games in a row and 31. It's crazy. Runner on at third. The runner from second did advance. 1 out here. And the pitch to Daniel Schneemann. He swings and misses. It sounds weird seeing Schwarber trying to chase Odubel Herrera's record down. Isn't that crazy? I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. 0-1. Ross kicks, delivers, and the pitch is inside and low. Good block by Marchand. He backhanded it. After the game is done, we are going to do a redirect to BW's channel, because he has the call for tonight's Orioles game. It's a late one out on the West Coast. The 1-1 offering, strike 2 as it catches the outer third of the dish. This team has wasted my time, says Kevin. Well, they wasted our time for the first 7 innings yesterday, and then it was epic. So, 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Yay, come watch the sinking ship in real time, says BW. You're usually the optimist. What's going on? Well, I guess when your team is 10 games under 500. Yeah. You guys got to catch ground. I see. 2-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. 103 likes. Come on, man. We have 103 likes, and we have 200 people tuning on in. Let's go. Come on. Come on, chat. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, this team stinks tonight, but the fact that we have 208 people on here watching and 103 likes, we got to get that number up. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to first base. Harper has it. Won't even have a play over to home, so he has to get the easy out at first, and it's now 5-0. Small ball works. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Martinez does come through. Michael Lorenzen was nails. What does that mean? The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Best soundbite ever. What soundbite? Oh no, somebody's going to clip a soundbite off of me. It better not be something bad. I'm going to have to get used to it, though, I guess. That's why you got to be careful with what you say. And that's not a joke. 0-1's in the dirt for a ball, but I'm sure it's a good soundbite. SGA in the game 2 win 34 points. He was 11 for 13 from the field. Really? On ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Ramirez, swing and a miss. Last night, I had one of my friends who covers the Rays come on and talk to us. We did sort of like a Rays cast. The one thing I'm going to try to do, and I learned this from last night, is when we go live for a series, if I know somebody that covers a team, whether it's on YouTube or in real life, before the series is on, or before the series starts, we're going to try to get them on beforehand. The pitch, there's a pop-up hit out over towards the right side, and Stott can't make the catch, and he goes on into the netting. Did he have a chance to catch that? He was just a little bit late. Just a little bit late. Went on over towards the first base or the right field side, and was just a foot late. And he went on into the seats with the foul ball netting on him. Joe, how's your wife, man? The 1-2 pitch is a high fly ball hit out to deep right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball. Is this guy available at the deadline? If so, do whatever you can to trade for this guy. 1-2 pitch. There's another high fly ball hit out to right field, and that one is gone. Ramirez just missed it, and Ross was like, let me just throw the same pitch in the same spot. And Ramirez got a hold of it, and it's now 6-0 Cleveland. Same spot, same velocity. And Ramirez able to knock it out of the yard. Hopefully coming home Sunday, brother. She's already planning our next game at the bank. Here's the pitch. It's inside for a ball. CeeLo, what's up, dude? Thanks so much for stopping by. 1 ball, no strikes to Carlos Santana. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that is fouled off of Santana. He goes flying down. The ball actually bounced off his foot, and it went past the mound. He is in pain. And he gets on up. The trainer's going to go out to check up on him. He's bent over. Owie. Can the Phillies still him? Of course they can. 109 likes, 193 people tuning on in. Yes, we can't. 1 ball, 1 strike. Santana does get on up. And he will step back on into the box. An ugly game for Philadelphia so far. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Oof. I feel like I've had to stretch a lot of times today. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Santana is down on strikes. We're going to the 8th inning. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Matt Festa's going to pitch as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies trail 6-0. And it'll be Harper, Schwarber, and Castellanos all due up. First pitch to Bryce, swing and a miss. Got a four-seamer at 92 miles per hour. So for 3, he's grounded out and he has struck out twice. Phillies are 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. 0-1 pitch. It's popped up. It's out over towards foul ground. And it goes out of play. Gavin Williams today, 5 innings, 4 hits allowed, 4 walks, and no runs, 8 strikeouts. And the bullpen has thrown a combined 34 pitches, including 22 strikes. It's just given up 1 hit. 0-2 to Harper, swing and a miss, and that gets on by Nola. Hits the backstop, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time. Harper wasn't even hustling. That was not a good swing at all. There's 1 out. Just a frustrating night so far, of course. We'll talk about it. But, you know, not getting too high, not getting too low. Here comes Kyle and takes the pitch in the dirt for a ball. Again, if they win the series, I take that as a positive. I did not expect them to sweep this team. And the game still isn't over, by the way. But I'm just saying, I did not expect them to sweep this team. No runs, though, is through this point is unacceptable. Pitch to Schwarber, and there's a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Festa on the mound. Kicks, fires, and Schwarber will hit this one out over to left field. It's sharply just right at Stephen Kwan for out number 2. 6 pitches, 2 outs. If you guys want to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to leave a super chat. You obviously don't have to, but you're more than welcome to get back to the channel. We appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Pitch to Castellanos. It's low and outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. One, foul ball. JJ, your channel's great, but this game was over before it started. You think it was over before it started? I didn't think so. The Phillies were picked to win. Even Vegas would have disagreed with that. Nola pitched really well his last 2 outings. 1-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. This team was playing really well. So how can you say it was over before it started? That I don't understand. 2-2 pitch. There's another foul ball. Eric Fetty just had a complete game shutout. Has that even happened this year? He has to be like one of the first people to have a complete game shutout, right? Can somebody check? Anybody on that? 2-2 pitch. There's a line drive hit out to center field for a base hit. So, a 2-out single by Castellanos. He's aboard. Larry says we can hate Rob together. You'll like us. At least we see the humor in this, you know? Sarcasm does get us by. Some of us. The pitch is in there for a strike to Max Kepler. Festa ahead in the count 0-1. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 0-1 pitch. Another foul ball. Scott says bench Harper. Yeah, I'm going to give you my thoughts after this. If you guys want to hear me talk about this game after we're done, stay tuned for the postgame show. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And here we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Kepler strikes out. Manzardo, Naylor, and Arias are all due up to bat. We got a post-game show after this. Make sure that you guys stay on, and it will be a post-game show. And we will be taking phone calls. Again, 610-314-08. Oh, my gosh. 610-314-0844. I almost said 0895. Crazy. So yeah, did anybody check for me if Eric Fetty's shutout, complete game shutout, was the only one in baseball this year? I really do want to know that. Was that the only complete game shutout that's happened this year? Don't get me wrong, Phillies have been doing well. They just still don't have their upper management ish together. Yeah, no, I agree, but I can't go as far to say as this game was over before it started. Like that's a reach. Because again, this team has been playing good baseball. So when they're going up against Cleveland, a team that has the same record as them, how is the game over before it starts? That's my only argument. if you can, you can say that upper management has been awful this year, but to say that it was over before it started, that's a bit of a stretch, I think. But that's me. But I appreciate you. Rob flips on and up. Point taken away. 6-1. The scoreboard doesn't lie. Was that a step too far, says James. No, you're fine. Thanks so much for the super chat, dude. No, look. I love hearing what you guys have to say. I love when I disagree with people. I do. I just think that was a step too far. But of course, everyone's allowed to feel the way that they feel, for sure. But thanks so much for the $5 super chat, my man. You're awesome. Orion Kirkring's pitching. 1 ball, no strikes, and here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Was that a step too far? You're insane. But thank you. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They say he did. One-two pitch. That's grounded foul. Need 20 more subs for us to get to 5,700. I don't think the Phillies are going to help us tonight. AK, what's up, dude? James Morgan with the super chat, and AK for coming on, and you and all of you, that's been the bright spot for tonight. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Manzardo. 6-0 Guardians. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the pitch is fouled away. No, AK, you're just in time for the comeback, the potential comeback. Nobody looked it up for me. Is Eric Fetty's complete game shutout, was that the only complete game shutout this year? I know, Michael. I saw the joke from John. I saw that. Here's the 2-2 pitch. There's a strike 3 called on the outside corner at the knees. There's 1 away. I think waiting till you see what the series brings. Can you give an idea of where they are? Can I give you an idea of where they are? Well, they're 22-15. They're in second place in the NL East. That's where they are. 0-1. Try to appeal. Did he go? No, we did not. Sometimes I have to laugh at myself because I realize I can be so serious with my answers and just sarcastic. Like, it's kind of funny to an extent. One-two pitch, ground ball past the dive of Harper out to right field. Casty gets over to it and heading over to second base and getting on with a double. It's going to be Bo Naylor. Where's this team at? They're in second place in the NL East. How did Harper not get there? I mean, it made a dive and it just went out of the glove. 1 out double. And Arias is up with a runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch. There's a foul ball. I understand what he means. This is a good test for Philly with playing so many games in a row. No, I understand what he's saying, too. I get it. This, to me, was a quiz. And I said it in the beginning. But, you know, so far, not a good spot on the quiz. There were 4 complete game shots. Thank you, Michael. Michael, the first day with the mod. Look at him, man. Look at him. Look at that. Damn. Michael is the man. And he did it live. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Play it on the bounce by Turner. He fires it over to first. And that'll get the second out of the inning. Michael's the man. Shout out to Michael. Bonds would love this. I miss him. Phils were up late watching movies instead of studying for their exams. Well, this is how I look at it. We're great in the paper, right? The Phillies have gotten the first 8 questions wrong on this quiz. Eight questions. The pitch on the way. It's taken at the knees for a strike. Scott was the MVP yesterday when he found the like button. Well, maybe it's not 8 questions. It has to be a higher number, right? I don't know how it would work. Anything can happen tonight. The White Sox are winning. That's true. It's probably the cake shakes that are helping, right, Michael? 1-1. It's in there for a strike. I do have to try that. Are they even at home? I don't think that they are. Oh, yes, they are. Yeah, it's the cake shakes. 1-2 pitch to Jhonkensy Noel, and he hits this one out over towards left field. It's popped up. Kepler comes running on in, makes the catch. There's out number 3. And we're going to the top of the 9th. Boom, Rojas and Marchand all due up for the Phils. You're like us. James, thanks again for the $5 super chat, dude. I really appreciate that. You are the man. You really are. You are the man. The new Pope is a cake shake fan. Yes, sir. I miss the smack talk, but maybe not as much as making him eat it, says Jane. Well, see, Bonge is going to be... This isn't going to be fun because we don't play the Rays again unless they go to the World Series. So he's going to be a Phillies fan again. Well, thank you, JJ. Thank you, guys. I mean, guys, this is insane. Phillies are getting shut out. They're down 6-0. And yet we still have 150 people tuning on in. When they were getting shut out last year, I remember we had like 50 people at one point in April when they were getting shut out last year. We're at 150. That's awesome. That's freaking amazing. Wow. It speaks volumes. It does. We got shut out a couple of times this year, but I'm just putting in perspective, like from last year to this year. That's I'm speechless. Let's get more. I agree. Let's get more. Now, I don't want to say what's stuck in my head. It's a good chat, says William. Yeah, it is. It is. I like how I conduct things with that. The pitch is a foul ball. Because we know they're going to tie it up in the ninth, says Scott. Yeah, but also it shows who's loyal. You know? Oh, one pitch, and there's another foul ball that goes out of play. Festa's still pitching. They're like, dude, just go out there for the ninth. Because why not? O2 pitch to Bohm. There's a fly ball hit out over towards the left field. Kwan gets under it, over towards the warning track, makes the grab, and there's one away. If the Phillies actually tie it back, you know what I should do? If they start a rally, I should just make this like enclosed just to the under 56 people that are just tuning on in. If they want to come back in, they can't. Oh, kidding. One out, and here's the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. Ramirez has it, throws it over to first, and Rojas grounds out. The Phillies are down to their final out. James says, I will pay $100 if the Phillies win. Well, that's the chances of that happening are 1 in 1,050. Here's Rafael Marchand. Come on, start the rally now. First pitch is outside for a ball from Festa. Yeah, it has to be 1 in 10,000 now. 1-0 pitch. It's popped up. It's hit out over towards the third base side. It's a foul ball and out of play. It goes. I will have a post-game show after this. Come on, give me your thoughts. 610-314-0844 is the phone number. I want to hear from the people. I want to hear from the lovely people. One pitch. There's a ground ball hit sharply over to first. Santana has it, picks it up, and tags the bag for out number 3. And so the Phillies get shut out by the Cleveland Guardians in game 1 of this 3-game set and lose by a score of 6-0. A lot to talk about. We'll get to it in just a few minutes. But the Phillies do get shut out. Gavin Williams does get the win. And Aaron Nola gets his 6th loss of the season. 1-6 he is. All right. Stay on for the postgame show. Angel Martinez, player of the game, got his 4th career homer. Went 2 for 3 today at a 2-run bomb. Also had a double and 2 runs scored as well. All right. If you are going to sign off, thank you so much for tuning on in. We'll be back on tomorrow. If you're going to stay on, we got a postgame show. Also hit the thumbs up button on your way out if you are going to sign off. If you guys want to hear our thoughts, if you guys want to listen to what we have to say on the game, if you guys want to call in into the show, you're more than welcome to. Last night we did not take callers. Tonight we will. So, but yes. I will say this, okay, if you are signing off right now, I'll give you a little snippet, okay. Not a good game today. Am I getting really down on this team after a game like this? No. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be super positive when they're doing really, really well, but I'm also not going to be super negative when they put up a game like this after they had a very good 2-week stretch. So, yeah. Also, you can leave a voicemail, too, if you choose to do so. But, yes, I'm going to take a step off. and we will dissect everything. And then we will get to you guys. If you guys want to call into the show, you're more than welcome to. All right, see you in a bit, and be right back.
Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right. Yes. Welcome on in to the Phillies Postgame Show. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're going to talk about this game, okay? The bottom line is this, okay? The Phillies came tonight and just absolutely wet the bed. After last night's comeback win, the vibes were awesome. The vibes were high. The vibes were incredible. And tonight, they partied. It seems like, it looked like that they went to a party, like a fraternity party out there, and they just did not show up. And they flunked this first part of the quiz. Okay. Like I said, it's a quiz for me. It's not a test. It's not an exam. This is a quiz here. Okay? They have to take 2 out of 3. But again, if they don't do that, then I mean, I want them to do it. Bottom line is that they have to take 2 out of 3. Take 2 out of 3, and you still pass my quiz. But not a good start. Not at all. Not a good start at all. Aaron Nola today was not good later on, but it wasn't all on Nola. Obviously, the offense was asleep at the wheel. They got on base a lot of times. I mean, we start things off in the first inning. Stock gets on with a walk. Turner then gets on with an infield single. And all of a sudden, Harper grounds out to first. Schwarber strikes out looking. And Castellanos strikes out swinging. And that was pretty much the theme of this game. Was we would have a lot of these types of situations. We had bases loaded at one point. We couldn't get home a run. We had some really bad at-bats. And I thought that we were tightening up the screws on things. And we looked very frigid out there when we were at the plates. And it was not a good sight at all. This was sort of, going back to watching what happened in later April with the Phillies. You're watching a team that just can't drive in runs. They get guys on, and then they just can't knock them in. Gavin Williams today, we let him off the hook. We did. We gave away at-bats today against Gavin Williams. It didn't look like we did our homework against him. This guy throws a lot. He's all over the place. Okay, something that he struggles with is location of his pitches. Stott walked. Turner then got on with the infield single, right? And what does Harper do on the first pitch? Actually, sorry, it's a 2-0 count. It's even worse. It's a 2-0 count, and all of a sudden, 2 straight curveballs in the dirt, and he just fishes after them. What are you doing? You didn't get the memo. Like, that's being selfish. That's not putting the team first. That's you just trying to go out there and trying to swing for the fences and doing it for yourself. I'm sorry, I got to call it like it is. That is a selfish thing to do. I've been really tough on Bryce this year. I have not been happy with what I've seen. And tonight, he was a big reason why you couldn't come up with any runs. There were so many opportunities for him to come through, and it felt like every time he came up, you just gave away the at-bat somehow, some way. Something's going on. Something's not right. And we talked. So on WIP today, I was listening on into the afternoon show. They said that, well, the reason why Bryce gets away with more things is because he's had more success in the past. I think it's now safe to say that this has been plenty of time for Bryce to try to figure it out. And we're tougher on our superstars, and rightfully so, because this guy is getting paid a lot of money, and we didn't bring him here to strike out. We didn't bring him here to with runners over at first and second with nobody out. We didn't bring him on here to ground out over to first and just give away at-bats. That's inexcusable. You have to hold him accountable for those things, and you should be frustrated with what Bryce Harper has not done. But this isn't also just on Bryce. This is also on the others, too. I thought, really, Marshawn, grounds out to short. We have bases loaded in the fourth. Can't get home a run there. Nick Castellanos tries to extend a single into a double. What are you doing, Nick? Nick, you're not Billy. You're not Billy Hamilton, dude. You're not fast. What made you think that going over to second base on that hit over to right field was the right move? I appreciate you for being aggressive, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being flat out making a stupid decision. Making a stupid decision. I wanted to rephrase that. And that was a stupid decision. Can't do that there. And actually, when you think about that you could argue that was sort of the defining moment of the game. You really could. You can go back And when Castellanos got on with that single, I mean, Kepler got on base, and Bohm got on, and Rojas got on, and we could have gotten some runs. And that changes the whole dynamic of the game. But Castellanos made a mental error, and that wasn't good. I thought Aaron Nola today was not good at all. I didn't like what he did in the fifth inning. I thought he started out strong, and he looked great in the very beginning. It was a good start. But then, yes, he wasn't getting the run support, but you can't leave a pitch out for Manzardo to knock out of the park, and he did. And then how about, I know I'm a little bit all over the place, but how about Joe Ross? He throws one pitch. It's a hanger. It's left out over the middle of the plate to Jose Ramirez, and he just misses the home run. And on the very next pitch, he throws the same damn pitch. What do you think he's going to do? What do you think he's going to do there? I mean, come on. Yeah. They got to be better. I'm not happy, but I'm also not going to get angry. I'm not going to let this fuel me. I'm not going to let this game be like, well, this team stinks. This team is really, really bad. I got to call them out for what they didn't do tonight. And sure, absolutely they have to be better, but I'm not hitting the panic button. They just laid an egg tonight, and you are going to lay eggs. Like, that's baseball. You're not going to go 162-0. If this is a trend, I will obviously get more mad. But they've been playing better baseball lately, so I can't be like, yelling at the top of my lungs or just having my face get red. I'm not going to be losing sleep over this. If they play better tomorrow, and if they right the ship. If this spirals into something bad, of course I'm going to start getting more mad. But that's really how I feel. Thought Nola left a lot of hangers. I also thought that, I'm looking at Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber today. They went 0 for 7 combined with 5 strikeouts. It's awful. It's really awful. We were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. That's inexcusable. Once you got to the bullpen, it was game over. You needed to take advantage of Gavin Williams. That was the first thing on the checklist today. They didn't do that. And so now you need to go into tomorrow's game. You need to get a full night's sleep. And you got to hit tomorrow. You need to put runs on the board. And you got to be able to attack early on in the game when you go up against Tanner Bibby. This is a game I thought that they were going to win too. I did. I thought that Aaron Nola was going to pitch fine today, and I thought that we were going to give him run support. With Ranger on the hill tomorrow, and with the way things went tonight, I'm not really happy about that. I'm a little bit nervous. The Guardians beat you today. I will give them credit for playing small ball and for also hitting the home run ball as well. They beat us. They absolutely outplayed us today in every single facet of the game. Defense, base running, hitting, and pitching. They knocked us out. In basketball terms, we got out-rebounded, we got outscored, we got out-hustled, and out-physicaled. It's basically what happened tonight. But yeah, I don't know. This one's a little bit weird to me. I'm not like angry about this. I'm not happy with it. But it's also like looking in the grand scheme of things. How do you fight back tomorrow? What are you going to do to respond against this Guardians team to try to tie up the series? That's really more so what's on my mind now, more than anything, whether that's right or wrong. I don't know. It's a weird one to me. especially after we're coming off of a very big high from last night. We felt really good about that win. It's just weird how we had 9 hits. Sorry, we had 6 hits. Even still, we just could not put up a run. A couple times we hit the ball hard. Stott just missed a homer. I will acknowledge those things too, but again, that's baseball. You're going to get out. If it doesn't go out, if you can't get the hit, it's a results game. It is. It's a results game. I just don't like the fact that we left 9 guys on base. And our defense was doing fine in the first couple of innings. And then after Nola gave up the homer in the 5th, that whole 5th inning was really where things unfolded. You know? And the 7th inning comes, and we toil and give up more runs there too. So it doesn't hurt, but it kind of stings a little bit. And it's sort of, I guess, is more so, I wasn't saying that I was bought back in with this team, but it brings you back down to earth. It grounds you. They just reminded you tonight why you shouldn't get so high on this team right now. Why you shouldn't be bought back in. People were saying to me today, well, JJ, this team is playing really well, so how can you not be how can you not be bought back in? They're playing great. My response was, I need them to do this against better teams. What they did against the Mets was awful. They got swept by the Mets. That was crushing. And so you needed to build momentum. And the series win against the Cubs, sure did they get the series win? They did. The pitching was awesome. But the bats were still not good enough. They weren't reaching their potential. And tonight they fell back to their old ways. This was the game. You know what this was? This was the game when the Phillies played against the Braves and had that long rain delay. And then the next day they went out to Chicago and got blanked. This was the same exact game that happened. The same exact one. So, not a good effort tonight. Calling into the show, 610-314-0844. Let me know how you guys feel about this. But, yeah, my mind is a little bit all over the place, and I want to hear from you all just to sort of see what the people have to say. All right, so let's re-chat. Hardcore says we played hero ball. Not the first time that Nick has gotten thrown out that way. He says, yeah, I was just being stupid. Being stupid. The loss is on the offensive side, not Nola. This loss, the reason why you lost, yes, was because of the offense. However, pitching has to be better. We got a caller calling on in. Hold up 1 second. 1 sec. 1 second. Hold up. Let me get you on the roadcaster. Just bear with me for 1 sec. Sorry. Where is it? All right. Are we connected to this? No. Let's see. What is going on? I thought we were connected to this. 1 sec, sorry.
You're fine.
1 sec. Why is this not working? There we go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Perfect. What's going on?
What happened? Now, I called this game a non-starter. So, again, anytime it's James, it's actually Tiff.
Yes.
And CeeLo always sends me. CeeLo says so many great things about you and your channel.
CeeLo's the best.
And I think CeeLo is the best. And I think it's awesome how you took a laptop and decided, like, hey, I'm going to do something, and you have grown your channel, and that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Now, the Phillies, who I am, like, totally going for, I don't like Cleveland. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. And, like, it should not have been a shutout this evening.
Yep.
It should not have. Now, Harper, want to punch him in the face a little bit. Just a little bit, not literally.
Yes.
Not literally.
Nah, I feel.
Give me a reason. But, I mean, it just shouldn't have been what it was. And, I mean, I would love more people's opinion in the chat and everything because, I mean, these guys are getting paid millions to play a game. And it's like, come on. You have one job.
You do. You do. You do.
One job. You get to play a game, and you're going to go home as losers tonight and make more money than I did this year, probably.
It's crazy.
I'm just saying.
No, you're
And,
right.
you know, and I love a good ball game. Like, if it were remotely close, that would have been great. Like,
Sure.
give me a 5-6 game.
Sure.
But don't give me a 0-6 game.
No. No.
Like 0-6? I mean, what's going on? I thought with Nola, oh my gosh.
Oh, but Tiff, they've been playing very good baseball over the last 2 weeks. Oh, but Tiff,
Yeah.
Bryce Harper has a great track record. All the excuses. All the excuses.
And they will make them, and they will keep making. Thank you. They will keep making them for Mr. Harper over there. Yes, they will. And oh my gosh, it's just it's so aggravating.
I feel that
because I am pulling for the Phillies. Like, I love Philadelphia. I think it's a beautiful city. I love when you ring the bell. You know, I love the channel. It's just I want more girls in the channel.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Me too.
We like baseball too. Because
Of course.
you know what? We like popcorn.
Of course.
And we like hot dogs. And we like, all things, whatever people in Chicago eat, Philly likes too.
Yeah.
Anyways. But I mean, it's just come on, you guys. Upper management, like, again, is an issue.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, what the flip happened? I'm being nice.
No, you're absolutely right.
I mean, it should not have been a scoreless game on the Phillies.
I'm with you.
Not have.
I'm with you. Tiff, love it whenever you come on.
Aggravating.
Yes. No, it really is.
We enjoy watching it.
Oh.
I mean, you do a great play-by-play, and, your channel's great, and, I mean, we thoroughly enjoy it. And
I appreciate that.
I'm the sports freak. Well, Jay is like an Indiana Hoosiers,
Right.
and like Indiana Pacers.
Right,
and
right.
like, are you trying to like commit, just sabotage to, sports? Because apparently for not anything, he hates the Cleveland
What?
Cavs because apparently they lost his bet.
Oh, damn. Oh, well, that kind of makes sense. That actually makes sense. I would be frustrated about that too. So I can give him a pass
Jay,
there.
Are you a little... Jay, you got a pass.
All I have to say is Halliburton is laying a huge egg right now.
Ugh, that sucks.
So I call him Halliburton instead of Halliburton.
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 That's funny.
Yeah, I can't stand that dude. But no, I mean that was brutal. I mean that was, and so when I said like the game was over before it started, and the Braves, CeeLo was doing the game before you, and he put us all over to you, and we like you. Like, we subscribe to you.
You guys are
We
the
love
best.
it. I want more girls in the chat.
Me too.
I want it to be friendly, cool. I mean, hey, we spend the money. FYI. we spend cash.
Wow.
All right. And
Aw.
but no, in all
You guys are
seriousness,
so nice.
like, we want to be supportive of independent channels. And I mean, but what, these guys get paid millions of dollars to do a damn job.
Yeah.
And when they don't do it well, like Ohtani, take Ohtani, he's stuck in some wind tonight. All right. He's terrible. I mean, he got a double, but then, like, they set the lineup up wrong. I don't know what they're doing with the lineup. What are they doing? Please enlighten me, Mr. JJ.
You know what's funny? What's funny is that
What's that?
this guy is getting paid $680 million, and he was supposed to be a two-way player, but he's not even pitching. He's not even pitching.
It's disgusting.
It's crazy.
It's like nauseating.
It is. It is.
It is. Because, I mean, oh my goodness, people anywhere would do anything to play a game for that amount of money and not have to go to work. He's working remotely. Maybe he's working remotely from home. I don't know.
Maybe he's working remotely. That's funny.
Oh, no.
Ugh, Tiff.
It's just, I mean, I am pulling for the Phillies. I am pulling for the Braves. You guys have great lineups. You really do. It's like, what is going on with the pitching?
I know. I get it. Tiff,
what
you're
are
the
your
best. I, in all honesty, I think that I think that the Phillies are just in their own heads. I really do feel that way. I think that every time I watch them, when they when they come off of a big win, I just feel like that they have a hangover. Something's just not right. They get too lackadaisical. And what's funny is that they were supposed to be patient in the first inning, and they were just hacking at all these pitches. After Turner gets on with the infield single and Stock gets on with the walk,
they were
Harper strikes out. Right.
I know.
Right.
Out of nowhere. You've seen a league of their own, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, they start swinging at the high fastballs. They can't hit them. They can't lay off them.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
And it's just like I am pulling for them. And do you think they're going to make it out of the series?
I do. I think that they.
Okay.
I do think that they're going to take 2 out of 3. I mean, there's a more so hope. Okay. Probably right now it is, because after this game, how can I feel that way? But I still want to think that the offense will snap out of it.
Today was hurtful. Today was a hurtful day.
Sure. Yep.
And, I mean, as a Chicago fan, a Notre Dame fan,
I know.
I am there with you. I feel the pain.
Tiff, I have to keep the line moving, but I do appreciate you for coming on.
I got you. Well, thank you, and we appreciate your channel. And let's get some more girls in here.
Yes, I would love that. I seriously would love that. Spread the word, man. That's what I've been saying to everybody. I'm trying my best to do that. I want to get more.
And that's
more
what
females
everyone
on
needs
there
to
too.
do. Like, if every one of your people who are watching can just tell their friends, I mean, we listen. We like sports too. I did Division I sports, and I'm a sports freak. So anytime you see James, it's Tiff.
I got you. Perfect. All right, Tiff. Have a good one.
And we got you.
Yes, sir.
You have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
And if CeeLo sends us over, we'll head on over. And go Phillies. I mean,
yes, sir.
Tonight was a fluke. It was a fluke.
It was. All right. I'll talk to you later, Tiff. Bye.
Okay. You take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Shout out to Tiff. Sorry, I had to cut her off. I just got to keep the line moving because I got to get other voices on here too, you know. But yeah, no, it was a tough one. I'm not going to get too down on it, but absolutely the Phillies have to be better. There's no doubt about it. Just because I said, you know, you're not going to win all 162 games, you know, and just because I said that, you know, I don't feel frustrated or very angry about this doesn't mean that I'm not happy. It doesn't mean that it's okay. It's not okay. You got blanked today. That's not cool. You got to be better. And I hold them accountable for that. You know? I really do. I didn't see any quotes today from Rob. I'm sure that they're all going to come out probably after we're done here. But, yeah, just not happy about that. What's up, Shantae? What's going on? No bells tonight. Nope, not at all. I think that's going to do it for me. Hopefully we come out with a win tomorrow and are able to tie the series 1-1. All right, I'm going to send you guys to BW's channel. That's where the redirect is going to be. I love you all to death. I will catch you all in the next one and see you all tomorrow night. All right, go Phils.